Hello. Good morning, everybody. You are so lucky because you have found Backchannel. You guys, this is the only place where you can listen and watch and chat to live talk show hosts in real time. It's really exciting. So, welcome. This is the Liv Every Day show. I am Liv. Hopefully, you know that. Hopefully, this is not your first day, or maybe that's really exciting. Today is your first day. That would be kind of fantastic. I see that my friends are here. Tim, good morning. And Sheila and Doug and Skill Killer the Rapper, which you are a goal, my friend. I've got to meet you. And there is Nathan with Good Morning Beautiful. That's my husband, you guys. He just wants to make me smile, as I think every husband does. I think that's kind of like they go to husband school and that's what they do. So, you guys, today is Friday. We made it. I'm going to get right into my coffee. I still need to know, I really need to put everybody on this. Can we find single serve coffee like for me to do? Because I'm really digging this, but I'm coming at the end of my stash. Isn't that kind of sad? So today, you guys, on Friday, what is today? Friday the what? The 7th. Today is Friday, January 7th. And I'm here. This is my ode to Mr. Rogers. He put on a sweater every beginning of his show. I pour hot water and make coffee at the beginning of every single show. I want to know what you're drinking. I want to know what's in your cup. I want to know what's going on, you guys. I really do. So we're going to let that steep. Here's the thing. On Backchannel, it's really easy to talk to me. You've got a couple of ways. You can go to backchannel.tv if you're on a listening device, and then you can just chat there. Backchannel.tv already has a place for you to chat, which is really great. So you can just get on and just type, and I can read what you're saying. If you're on YouTube or if you're on a different type of way, then you can chat with what they have set up, right? Because YouTube, I think, is on the right-hand side. If you've got an Echo Show, okay, which we have one. My husband bought an Echo Show. It's a little creepy, I gotta say, because it follows you around. So you gotta be prepared for that. But you can talk to your Echo Show and say the magic word "say," and it will automatically type whatever you're going to say next. So if you say Echo, say "Good morning, Liv," then you can absolutely do that. Wait a second. Who is talking to me? Sheila. Hi. There are single serve coffee packets on Amazon? Really? Okay. Then I need to do that. And I also need to fix this technology. You guys, what is going on with my, okay, let's see. I did it. Yay. I know they've been having all these problems. Yay. Okay, so Anna says we need to have a taste test of the different kinds of single serve coffee packets on Amazon. Yes? I think yes. I think that's a great idea. Okay. All right. So I got a little report for everybody. Do the packets taste better than K-Cups? Tim is asking. I got to say yes. They really do. I have an espresso machine and I've had a Keurig. This is a lot better. But also, this is my friend's company and he takes coffee crazy serious, like in the best way possible. In fact, on my late night show one time, well, no, he was a guest, but then I went live with him on Instagram and it was a Friday night and he was roasting Tim like at his warehouse. I don't know where, whatever, like his office here in Houston. And it was just like Mr. Rogers when you went to the crayon factory. Like Joseph is a great character. He's just a big personality. And he's like, and these are the beans, and this is the bean machine, and we're gonna put them in, and here we're gonna d. It also was like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, you know, when they're making the chocolate, when the guy is like telling the computer. And so he takes it really seriously. He tells you why he roasts it the way he does and when he stops the process. And he wasn't going to do this unless he could get a really great tasting single serve coffee. So to be honest, forget Joseph. He doesn't even care. He's not watching, I don't think. And he didn't give me these packets. So I can honestly tell you, I think it's the best single serve coffee I've ever had. Really and truly. You know what I mean? So, and if you want to see something really funny, Anna's reminding me, if you want to go check out that show that I did with Joseph, if you go to my YouTube channel, you can check out us doing a coffee cupping. Do you know what a coffee cupping is? Have you guys ever heard of that before? So, you know how you can go to like a winery for a wine tasting? There is such a thing called coffee cupping, and it's how you properly taste coffee. They have a national contest, they have national judges, like the whole nine yards. And Joseph came on, he was my guest, and he was here in the studio, and we did a coffee cupping, and he taught me how to do it. I couldn't get over the word. I was like, coffee cupping? Really? This is what we call this? And I was like, ridiculous. It is a hilarious segment. So you can actually just go and watch us do the cupping. Like we cut that part out. My team did. It's on the YouTube, Tim, and the YouTube. What am I, 90? And it's hilarious because you slurp it. You slurp it. And it is really fascinating. Like it is like really super cool and interesting because it's like, who the heck has heard of this? And it's legit. So Sheila says that was a great show watching you guys do the cupping. It was hilarious. It's one of my favorite moments that we've done on the late night show, I gotta say. We finally go back to taping the late night show next week. I can't wait. I can't wait to get back to creating that show. This show gives me life, though, I gotta say. Starting my morning with you guys. And like I said, I think y'all are my friends. I really do. Oh no. You guys, I lost my skewer. Good morning, April. Hi. And hello, Lisa. Good morning. Hi, everybody. So I need you to go on your places that you can talk to me. Can I use my pen? I'm going to get a skewer. This is why you have a rolly chair. And we're going to start this day, you guys. Here we go. Celebrate every day. That's what we do on this show. And today is Friday. I actually have a bunch of notes for Anna. I have a bunch of ideas that I've been tossing around in my head. And I kind of have a really fun idea for Friday. And Tim, I hope this isn't offensive. I hope this is a compliment because I think of it as a compliment. When you and I virtually high-fived yesterday, that's what gave me the idea. So this will be my ode to Tim. I need to have something for each of you, for Sheila, for April, for Mindy. Like y'all been here from the beginning. I need to have a little something for you guys. But Tim, you gave me the inspiration for one of the ideas I have for how I want to revamp Friday. But as of right now, this is called Catfish Friday. This is when we talk about things that, oh, is that my friend? Wait a second, I see Mindy. Yes, it is. Good morning, Mindy. Hi. This is when we talk about things that, you thought it was going to go one way and it went a different way. You know what I mean? And you got catfished. And that could be positive or negative, hello, friend. Nathan wants me to, Nathan is asking me, have you had the ladies cupping party yet? So my big joke, Tim, was that I think instead of having ladies wine parties, I should have a lady cupping party. And the joke was how many men would show up to that? Because they'd be like, this sounds fun. And then it's like, we're tasting coffee. I thought I was being so clever. Okay. Anyway, so today is on Catfish Friday, where we kind of talk about things that maybe went a little different than what we thought it was going to be. One thing is that we're going to start with 20 coffee brands that go from worst to least. Now, here's what's funny about this. You get coffee and you think this is going to be fantastic. And then you try it and it's awful. And here's what's bad about if you bought an entire bag of coffee, then you got an entire bag of coffee. It's not like, I don't know what you would do. Like, I feel like, is there a way you could repurpose? You know what I mean? Like you could use the coffee in a different way instead of drinking it. Maybe, but I don't know. We're going to pull up an article on this because we want to go through these 20 coffee brands. But also, you guys, I want to remind you, please, if you haven't already, or if you want to, again, leave a review for the show. When you go to backchannel.tv, you can click leave a review and help your girl out. That would be great because every time you say something about me, my bosses know. And I'd like to stick around because I'm not kidding. You guys are my best friends. April, you are becoming my bestie. Listen to you. I had coffee today and no breakfast. The breakfast department's going to yell at us. but you know that's what I do every day. So cheers. You guys, I'm ready to cheers you, and we're going to dig into this fantastic article. Good morning, everybody. Cheers. Watch me drink something hot, which is a terrible idea. Maybe I'm getting better. Maybe I'm getting better. Okay, let's get into this. 20 coffee brands from worst to best. Okay, and I want to know your feedback on this. Doug, hello. Yay, Doug. Good morning. Okay, so did you guys know that there's a National Coffee Association? I had no idea, but they estimate that 62% of Americans drink coffee. And on average, the consumers are drinking about 3 cups a day. So I know Tim stops at what, 2? But we're going to get him up to 3. I'm just kidding. Tim, you do you. Hi, Morgan. Good morning, Morgan. Great to see you. Oh, you're drinking Diet Dr. Pepper. Doug, don't stop drinking Diet Dr. Pepper. I'm actually going to do something this morning with Diet Dr. Pepper. You and me, man, we're here. We got it. Okay, I'm so excited. I love you guys. All right, so the way that Americans consume their caffeine is always changing, but there's a handful of brands and roasters and producers that have remained the most popular for coffee lovers for years, if not decades. Some of them deserve a place in the American appetite. Others need a bit more explanation. Let's get into the list. Now, you know what this makes me think of? They've started doing Folgers commercials again. I remember growing up with a bunch of Folgers commercials, and now they're doing that. The ones with Zoom, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Remember that? Remember Sanka? Okay, let's get into it. Chock full o' nuts. Please tell me this is the least. Is this the least one? Number 21. Yes, chock full of nuts. Okay, let's go to number 20. That makes sense. And I want chime in, you guys. I want this to be interactive. I want to hear you say, no, that's my favorite. Liv, I hate that one. Yes, I agree. I want to hear all the things. Good morning, Mark. Hi, welcome. Okay, Nescafe instant coffee. Don't do it. Guys, this is a no. This is number 20. Get the single pack. Zelly Beans doesn't have it, but we're going to do a taste test of the Amazon. I'm going to have Anna. You know what, Anna? Here's what I want you to do. You've got the credit card. Go on Amazon today, friend, and I want you to pick out a bunch of, what am I saying? Single serve coffee packets and just ship it to the house, okay? I won't know. Okay, you guys? I won't know. Sheila said, I thought Taster's Choice would have been the worst. I think I'm with you. Or I thought Mindy says Nescafe isn't bad. There you go. Who knew? Okay, this one is number 19 is Ubon. Ubon. I've never heard of it, but it looks cool. Pacific Coast Blend. Oh, hi, Morgan. Hello. Where in the U.S. are you from, friend? Mindy said, when I was living in Zimbabwe, that's all we had. I have so many things to say to you, Mindy. Number 1, when did you live in Zimbabwe? And number 2, that makes sense. You have every right to love it. Has anyone heard of Ubon? Has anyone heard of this? I've never heard of it. Okay, Pacific Coast Blend. We need to interview Mindy. Mindy, can you and I meet up in Texas and we do something cool together? Anna says, wait, what was, okay, number 18 is Maxwell House. Anna said she had some gross Costco coffee and they just threw it away. Okay, she ordered some samples. Yay. Okay. All right, we'll see, guys. All right, so Maxwell House, 18. You know what? I got to be honest. I don't know if I've ever had Maxwell House, ever. Sheila says, that's so cool. She lived in Zimbabwe. Mindy lived there in 1997. Fascinating. Okay, good. I will have to meet up with Mindy. I will have to interview Mindy. Or better yet, friend, I'd love for you to come be in the studio with me. How fun would that be, Mindy? Do you have a reason to come out here? April says, Liv, I don't drink airplane coffee. It's the worst. You are so right. Thank you for saying that. Thank you, April. Because my husband orders coffee on an airplane every single time. And I'm like, what are you doing? That's not worth it. Get Starbucks before you get on the plane. Am I right? Walk on with your Starbucks. Hey, if you really want to have fun, walk with your Starbucks over to the bar That's like, well, we've got that here in Houston. And make it an Irish coffee, huh? Huh? And then get on the plane. I haven't done that. Doug says my granny loves Maxwell House. Oh, okay. Doug, I love your granny. I think that's precious. And you know what's really cool? Does anybody else's grandmothers have all of these tubs? You know what I mean? Like, do they have the coffee containers and they still have like nails and nuts and you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what people put in their Maxwell cup. Oh, whatever. All right. I'm ready, Anna. Good morning, Stacy. Can't wait to find out what you're having for breakfast. Can that be like a little jingle on the show? How fun would that be? Da 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 da. Mit Cafe. Mit Cafe. Ooh, what am I doing? What is that accent? Number 17. Mick Cafe. I don't like McDonald's coffee to begin with. Like, I'm sorry, but it is not fun. Do they? Anna says people love the restaurant coffee, like the McDonald's coffee. Is that true? I'm such a hater. It's not my favorite. Sheila says, Liv, I just want you to sing to us every day. Oh, Doug said, no, we just take cups. I don't like McDonald's coffee. Oh, okay, guys, let's hear it. Yay or nay? Do we love McDonald's coffee? Like in the restaurant, McDonald's, McCafe. Like, are you driving by McDonald's? This is the question. Here's how we know. Do you drive by McDonald's and say, yes, I'm going to stop at McDonald's and get my McCafe? I've never heard anyone say that. Now, do you drive by and you're like, I would really love some hot fries right now? Yes. Every human. Sheila says McDonald's coffee isn't bad. Okay, but do you go just for the coffee, Sheila? That's how I feel like we're going to make a deciding point of how we feel about McDonald's coffee. If you show up just for the coffee, you know what I mean? Like, okay, then that's your coffee. Tim says McDonald's coffee really is scalding hot. It is. It is so hot. They did not learn their lesson, which, by the way, I was in what class in college? I was in a class in college, and that was anticlimactic. And we were learning, I guess it was my comm class. I don't know. Why does that matter? Anyway, we were learning about marketing and we learned about the woman that got burned. Do you guys remember this? Y'all that are here today, do y'all remember the woman that got burned by the coffee, the McDonald's coffee, and she sued McDonald's? Do y'all remember that? And people were so hateful to her, like evil, hateful. I would love to find her, Anna. She would be fascinating to interview. Because it's been 4,000 years. But do you know what actually happened? She actually had like first degree burns on her thighs. Like her skin fell off. Like it was not, oh, my coffee was too hot. Like she had like legit injuries. And that's not at all how it was portrayed. And so we had to like do a case study on it. It was fascinating. Nobody cares. Okay. Number 16. What is next? And you can always scroll, by the way, and I'll move on. New England coffee. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of New England coffee. Tim said he saw a documentary about the McDonald's lady. They showed photos and it was awful. What? There's a documentary, Tim. Give me life. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. Tell me the name if you think of it. If you think of it. Don't stop your life, Tim. But I would love to know. I love documentaries. Okay, Sheila says that she likes the New England coffee. Anna says, I know White Castle has one of the highest rated fast food coffees. No, is that true? Oh, Tim says it was on HBO, I think. I wonder if I could Google and find it. Thank you, Tim. Anna says, remember the finger lady, the Wendy's chili finger lady? That was so gross. Or like the thumb in the Pepsi. So the New England coffee, that was interesting because it said blueberry cobbler. All right. I don't know how to say this. Giavalia. Interesting. Okay, wait. It says it's not the first foreign coffee brand to appear on the list. Can you scroll a little bit, Anna? That honor goes to the Swiss-made Nescafe. Well, look at that, Sheila. If you're drinking Nescafe, you're drinking Swiss. But Giavala, remember, they were kind of like the first subscription service, I feel like. Oh, I didn't know they were Swedish. And it says, Okay, so the flavor of Giavala isn't that bad as it's different. It's darker and all around tougher to drink for the average American. This is due to Giavala's Swedish roots and maybe even the overall lack of light in the Nordic country. Dark coffee must be pretty warming during the excessive nighttime hours. Oh, Tim! Tim's a producer. See, now when I get my stickers, that's what we're going to do, Anna. Mugs are prizes and stickers are for when you're the producer of the day. How flipping fun would that be? I'll have five stickers. Oh, that'd be so fun. Would y'all love that? Tim's like, I don't want a sticker. Okay, Tim just Googled it and it's called hot coffee. I will be watching it. Thank you, Tim. Liv, the things we learned today. I know, right? I have learned so much on this stinking show. Maybe that's why God gave it to me. He's like, we got to figure out some way. Okay, Seattle's best coffee. I feel like Seattle's best coffee, it's owned by Starbucks. That's so funny. I was just about to say, I feel like they're like, we're going to try to beat Starbucks. And then it's just been a bad idea. How interesting. Oh, I see. Interesting. Okay, well, there you go. So it's not that great. I don't think Starbucks is great. I'm ready, Anna. But she's not. I wish I could scroll. I always feel so bad. Okay, number 13 is 8 o'clock coffee. I haven't heard of this. Why am I like not knowing the things? I had no idea. I've never heard of 8 o'clock. Did we? I feel like we already shared what our favorite coffee was. I know Anna said Lavazza. But if you guys want to remind me of what your favorite coffees are, I would love to know because I do forget. Anna says the K-Cup brand that can be found anywhere. Oh, it's not hard to do better, but you can also do worse. So is this what's in K-Cup? Is 8 o'clock coffee? Is that what they're saying, Anna? Am I reading that right? Oh gosh, you've been talking to me. Da, da, da. Okay, all right. I think it's just the most popular K-Cup you can find. I see. Sheila's drinking 8 o'clock coffee this morning. Shut up. That's so cool. High five. Da, 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 da. Tim Hortons. I cannot. We got to pause about this. Y'all know I love Canada. Like, well, maybe y'all don't. Maybe that's the other show. Listen, I love Canada. Like on a really weird level. It's fine. I can't get into Tim Hortons. I don't get it. I don't get Dunkin' Donuts either. That is sugar, hot sugar in a cup is Dunkin' Donuts. And I'm not kidding. And somebody did a TikTok the other day about it. And I was like, amen. Like it is just pure sugar. Tim Hortons, I don't get it. Okay, I'm sorry. I know you guys love it. Everyone in the North. Anna says her grandfather loves Tim Hortons. We used to get him gift cards there all the time, but it's super cute. Tim Hortons we saw when you were here. Yes, Anna and I saw the cutest Tim Hortons in the entire universe when I was in Ohio, which we all know I'll be back in Ohio sometime. And oh, I loved it. It was so precious. Okay, Mindy says our Canadian friends are obsessed with Tim Hortons. Someone explain it to me. I need to understand the fascination. I don't get it. Mindy's right. The Tim Horton fans are diehards, y'all. And she says her parents drink 8 o'clock. Oh, good morning, Stacy. You're having cinnamon rolls? You've never had that with me. I'm so excited. Oh, Tim, that's cute. Affectionately called Timmy's. I like it. That's cute. Wait, do they have donuts at Tim Horton? Do they have food? I don't know what Tim Hortons is. Maybe I should stop talking about it. I can't believe that. Yes, exactly. Okay, wait a second. Maybe because they're a fast food place in Canada. Yeah. Oh, you get breakfast sandwiches at Tim Hortons, Anna? Okay, well, maybe that's part of the whole thing. Number 11 is Folgers. Can we sing it together? Can we do it right now? Ready? The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. I can't sing. Cheers. And this is not Folgers, but I tell you what, they are crushing that commercial right now. Have you seen it with the Zoom and the guy doesn't have his pants on? Da 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 da. da 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 da. You know how like it goes and it's like da 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 da. You know how it like builds and it's like the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Okay, it's great. The guy doesn't have pants and he's on a Zoom call. It's like a now. It's a 2021, 2022 commercial. And it's on like TV. Like it's like, you know what I mean? And it does this whole thing like your pants aren't like it. The little jingle is adorable. I wish we could play it. I wish we had rights to do that kind of stuff. And anyway, it does the whole whatever. And that's how you save your day. Okay. I don't know why I went on and on. Okay. April says, I like 8 o'clock coffee. I got to try it. I've never heard of it, you guys. And it's moving me on. Number 10. Tim, whoever wrote that jingle is probably rich. I sure hope so. Who doesn't know that jingle? One day I would love to do just jingles. And I was wondering, Anna, if that would be short enough clips that we wouldn't get copyrighted. If we just played, you know what I mean? Like just jingle clips. Oh, I love jingles. Green Mountain Coffee Roaster. Now, my question about this is Sonic here in Texas. Do you guys have Sonic? Does everybody have Sonic? I don't know all the things. I think they brew Green Mountain coffee. I'm not a fan. Thank you, Mindy. I'm not a Green Mountain fan either. Oh, it makes you ill? Wow, I don't have yeah. The only thing I like about it is the name and that I think it's Vermont. Isn't it Vermont? Isn't that why it's called Green Mountain? Am I wrong? Okay, let's see. Anna's going to do research. Okay. Yes, we do. Hamstring Town. We have the best Sonic here. Okay. So yeah, well, Stacey, yes, you do have Sonic because you're in Texas, which I love you. I know we need to hang out, Stacey. Okay. Community coffee. Let me explain this. Now, this one is Mardi Gras King Cake flavor, which is going to be cinnamon flavor. That's what that's going to be, which all King Cake does not have to be cinnamon, by the way. I'm going to do a whole Mardi Gras thing for you guys. Now that we're in Mardi Gras season and I'm such a Louisiana gal, I think I should teach you all the things. Not that anybody's asked me to. But let me explain. People in Louisiana flipping love community coffee. They love it. Like it is their jam. Like it is like this is all they do. Every gas station is community coffee. Now that's what's exciting. It's a good when you're on the road and you need coffee, you get community. You know what I mean? Like I'm with it, you know? Tim says, yes, Vermont. I have to like it because I live in New England. You do. That is true. It is your people. Let's see. Morgan, I still don't know where you are, friend. I want to know where you are. Nathan says, I love community. No way. No way. Number 8 is Duncan. Man, that hurts my heart. Layla. Good morning, Layla. Hello. I can't. I just don't get the Dunkin' thing. I really don't. Their black coffee, I do not think is good. And I'm into black coffee right now. So, but people love it. People love it. And the donuts, no on the donuts. Really? Number 7 is Cafe Bastelio? No way. What? Where is that from? I need to know. Oh, it is Latin America. I was hoping so. It's rich and robust flavors of Latin nations. Huh. Interesting. It's on the darker side when it comes to flavor, but it's something to savor. Well, I'm going to have to give that a gander. Who says that? Sheila says Cafe Bastelio is good stuff. You can have the best chocolate shakes ever. Oh, is that at Dunkin' Donuts? Community. Oh, wait. Anna's asking me, do you like it or not like it? No, I like community coffee. I do. I like community coffee. But I mean, Louisiana acts like it's the only thing on the planet. I'm not. I like Lavazza. Lavazza is my favorite. Lavazza is my favorite. Illy is my second favorite. I love Illy. If either of those are on a menu at a restaurant, I lose my mind. It is like Christmas. I'm so excited. Okay, Equal Exchange. Here's what's hilarious. I didn't know that was a real brand. I thought that was like a pretend brand in our grocery stores until this very moment. Until this actual moment. Wait, can you pull it up, Anna? I want to read what this is. This is number 6. Hello, Helen. Good morning. Hi. What? Okay, so Equal Exchange coffee is quality and value can be seen more at the end of the product and price tag. The mass coffee industry, okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, which offers chocolate and tea also. Yeah, it does. Okay, I'm trying to get to the point. The result is a bag of beans that you can trust in a multitude of ways. Equal exchange matches your eco ethics, generates justice for those slighted in the coffee world, and tastes amazing. Did you guys know that? Does anybody drink equal exchange coffee? That kind of makes me want to do it. Like, I got to be honest. I'm all for the planet and helping humans. And if it tastes good, that sounds like a triple win. Win? What? Wind? Really? That's like a trifecta. That's a trifecta. I love it. We can help the world and the people, and it tastes good. Okay. Mindy's going to go look it up. I say we all try it. I like it when we do group projects. Pete's Coffee is number 5. Tim says our local co-op has equal exchange. Have you tried it, Tim? Because I'm going to totally try it. So excited. Pete's is good. And they have like coffee shops, right? Like they have like, oh, the founder is a self-named coffee company, actually inspired Starbucks. Wait, what? Hold on. I want to read this. The legacy of Pete's Coffee goes far beyond their own company. The Seattle Times reports Dutch immigrant Alfred Pete is the founder of the self-named coffee company, actually inspired Starbucks and provided the first roasted beans that the shop would use in their Pike's Place store. This is fascinating. What? This is so cool. Okay, a mug of Pete's coffee will take you back to a time before convenience and quick service ruled everything. Similar to Cafe Bustelo, Pete's puts an emphasis on locking in freshness during the post-roast process by sealing their bags immediately. This is fascinating. The care that is involved in this process allows both blends and single origin beans to fully display their flavors with every swig. Pete's does come at a slightly higher price point, but it's good enough to save you money by turning your kitchen into, what is the next sentence? Anna. Oh, your favorite cafe. Number 4 is Starbucks. Stop it. You've got to be kidding me. Disagree. April is saying good morning to everyone and asking how everyone is doing today. Okay, Tim says that the equal exchange is pretty good and it's socially conscious, so that's good. I'm with you. Okay, Mindy says pizza's all right. Okay, well, that's good to know. All right, it's all right. Guys, I do not think Starbucks deserves to be number 4. I really don't. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Mindy, Starbucks is not my favorite. It's just not. I'm not a hater. I give them plenty of my money. It's not like, it's not about politics or, I know people have a lot of reasons why they don't get into Starbucks. I just genuinely don't like the coffee. I told y'all I do the blonde roast when I get it. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Anna. Anna says their medium roast stinks. Anna said when she was working for Starbucks, she got in trouble for dissing a special edition coffee to a guy. He ended up being a higher up regional manager. That's hilarious. Sheila says, good morning, April, and that she's doing well and that she is not a fan of Starbucks either. Number 3 is Caribou. What? Mindy says she rejects it. We rebuke it. We rebuke it. Caribou Coffee? It began as a small roastery in a shop far off in Minnesota. But these days, their cafes and bagged beans can be found everywhere. I didn't even know they had cafes. There isn't much to mention about Caribou in terms of their process or company values, but they are a Rainforest Alliance certified, but they don't have equal exchange like focus on sustainability. The coffee is fresh, but not process driven like Pete's. Whatever they are doing up there works. It's one stellar cup of coffee. I don't know Caribou, you guys. Okay, Layla says Starbucks with one small as well. Starbucks was once small. That is true. You're right, Layla. And I wonder if it was better when it was smaller. That's a very good point. That's interesting. Nathan does like the blonde roast at Starbucks. Yeah, I think so. Mindy says, ooh, I love Caribou. Those my Chicago days. So do they have Caribou like cafes? Right? Is this the one? Oh, Caribou's motto is explanatory. Quote, life is short. Stay awake for it. That's precious. Their product offerings match their catchphrase. Caribou Java is strong enough to pull a sleigh and served with striking taste. The highlight of their bag offerings are dark roasts like the Mahogany Blend, which is a loamy profile. I have no idea what that means. It eases you right into the demands of the day. Lighter sections have tangy flavors no matter what you like. Your taste buds will take off with a team of reindeer. So this is the Minnesota one, Caribou. Is that the Minnesota one? Mindy says Caribou and a snowy walk. Oh my gosh, friend, how precious are you? And that they do have cafes. Stacy, if you go to Starbucks, you should try their milkshakes. They are super yummy. I did not know Starbucks had milkshakes, actually. I absolutely will try. Nathan, what are we saying about Atlanta? What is in Atlanta, friend? What are we saying? Anna says Caribou has the worst chai tea ever. But it is Minnesota. Okay, as soon as you land, okay, she said, I know when I'm in Minnesota because as soon as I land on a plane, there's flipping Caribou everywhere. She said in Ohio, they used to have some cafes, but they shut down. Anna says Starbucks doesn't have milkshakes anymore. All right, we're at number 2, and I got to feel good about myself. I'm going to feel a little cocky, everybody, because look at that name, Lavazza. Lavazza is number 2. I got to read this. Starbucks may be the biggest backers of espresso in America, but never forget that the origin of this coffee making technique comes from Italy. If you ever need a reminder, pull a bag of Lavazza from your store shelves. From their first scoop of grounds to your final mug, this brand of beans will take your morning red eyes and turn them into leisurely flight to the world's cappuccino capital. Okay, Stacy says the one here in Texas still does do the milkshakes. Anna, maybe so. Nathan says the best thing at Starbucks is the caramel ribbon crunch frap. You're not wrong. That is very good and a ton of calories. What else does it say about Lavazza, friend? Oh, Atlanta, we got Caribou when we went to the family reunion at my husband is reminding me that I've had Caribou coffee in Atlanta. That's hilarious. And that was like 12 years ago. I think we only had one kid. You're hilarious. How do you remember those things? Okay, what else? Lavazza coffees are known for their intensity. Each roast comes clearly labeled and sits on a scale. The chocolate forward accent makes a morning cup to savor slowly. It may be a 7 on the intensity scale, but it's a 10 of 10 when it comes to taste. Other blends can come in lower, but still pack as much flavor. So wait a second. Are we about to get to number 1 and Illy is not on this list? ILLY? Oh, Nathan is saying at Caribou, he loved the caramel ribbon crunch frap from Caribou when we were in Atlanta. I love that Nathan really wants me to get this right. Stumptown Coffee. I need to know who out there, you guys, you got to let me know which of you have had Stumptown Coffee. I've never heard of it. Nathan, Tim, Stacy, Helen, Morgan, Sheila, Layla, Skill, Killer the Rapper, and Mindy. Go to backchannel.tv, type in the chat, go to your chat on your YouTube, talk to your device if you've got an Echo Show and say the magic word, say, Liv, yes, I've had it. It's my favorite, or no, I've never heard of it, or it's gross. You've got to be kidding. I need to have some support. I need to know. All right, I'm going to read this last one. Among the list that includes coffee producers, which have been in business for 100 years or more, giving the top position to a relatively new roaster might seem outrageous. However, Stumptown's coffees are outrageously good. Since opening in the 1990s, Stumptown has slowly percolated, that's cute, into a superior position in the world of coffee, boiling it into the creme de la creme of caffeine companies. What? You guys, I love that we learn something every time on here. Okay. Oh, Nathan is saying, okay, Nathan, this is getting hilarious. Nathan is saying that our daughter loves the caramel ribbon crunch frap from Starbucks, and that was not from Caribou. I love that we've now made a mess of Caribou. Nathan, that's so funny. Also, good morning, sweet daughter. I love you. Stacy says, no, this is new for me. I've never tried anything like that. I haven't either. Mindy has not heard of it. She says, I think I've seen it on the shelf, but now I will look for it. You guys. Hannah, is there anything more to read about Stumptown? Why do I want to sing like a rap song when I read that word? Through a dedication to coffee science and careful consideration to the product, the store Stumptown Coffee offers beans that encompass the complexity of what coffee really is. They do an approachable way, encouraging and a learning experience with each cup. Their bag offerings, I'm adding some hot water, everybody. Whoa. Best part of waking up, Folgers in your cup. Okay. Okay, their bagged offerings are some of the higher priced choices on the list. So purchasing one is more of a splurge than it is an everyday habit. Okay. Still having Stumptown coffee stored and on hand for special occasions or a slow weekend morning can change the way you see and taste coffee. The beans are that good. That is a challenge. I now have to know. Anna, you should just send me all of these, Anna. You know what I mean? I want to try. Now, I do have a tip for everyone. Are you ready for my big coffee tip for 2022? It's going to change your lives. It's going to change your lives. Mindy, you're influencing. These articles are influencing. This is great. Yes. Anna just said, can we please do a pilgrimage to Italy and just do a whole pilgrimage around coffee, like centered around coffee, a whole tour of Italy? Anna, yes, let's do that in 2023. Okay. Yeah, okay, I see. Let's see. Each pack of coffee is $15. So Anna's like, you don't really want me to send you a pack of coffee? Yeah, I can't go now. Oh, hi, Peter. Don't drink in my advice. I know Peter is not a coffee lover. Okay, here's my tip, and then I'm moving on. Mindy's in for the trip. Mindy is coming with us to Italy to do coffee with Anna and I. That's 2023. Italy in 2023. Okay, Anna? Let's go to Italy in 2023. Maybe Israel also. This year, you guys, I'm going to Ireland, and I hope you all come with me. That would be fantastic. We will not be drinking coffee. We will be drinking adult drinks. So if anybody wants to come. But here's my tip. I got this from Alton Brown. I don't know if you guys love Alton Brown. I love him because he doesn't just do really cool things with food, but he like educates you. He's like a food scientist. I think he really is a food scientist. And he said, add a little bit of salt to your grinds, to your coffee grounds before you brew your coffee. So we put in our coffee in our coffee machine maker situation and like two little bloop bloop of like sea salt grinds, like grinds. Yes. Into the grounds. Is that what we're doing? And sometimes I stir it a little with my finger, or if I have like a stir, and then you brew the coffee. The salt actually removes some of the bitterness of the coffee. So you get a richer, fuller flavor, a more palate liking flavor of coffee. That is my tip. You probably all knew that. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a game changer, and it's Alton Brown. Mindy, okay, that's blowing my mind. I've never salted my grounds, and I trust Alton. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Don't oversalt. Get a sea salt grinder, I think is the best way to do it, because it's really the sea salt situation, and just crank. You know what I mean? Does it have to be sea salt? I don't know. It does not have to be sea salt. Sheila is asking, does it have to be? No, it doesn't. It does not have to be sea salt. I think it is, come on, it's salt. You know what I mean? Like, I'd love to sit here and say like, but it doesn't have to be. If you just have Morton's or, whatever salt you have and sprinkle a little, just don't go crazy. Just a crank, like 1 or 2 cranks. Don't over salt. And it depends on how much coffee you're making too, right? Like if you're making 2 cups of coffee, don't do 2 like cranks of the salt, whatever. I'm telling y'all, it's a game changer. Nathan said, best tip ever. I used it yesterday and I blew my practice manager's mind. It It changes the flavor of your coffee in the best way possible. It just brings it up a notch. I'm not kidding. Absolutely fascinating. I love that we love this show. Look at this, you guys. We just get better as human beings on this. Okay, game time. We're going to play a game. You know what we have today, you guys, that we haven't done in like maybe ever? Oh, wait, Anna, I forgot to say what today is. You know what? I'll do it after the game. I'll tell everybody what the national days are after the game, but don't let me forget because I think it's going to be what I eat for dinner. Okay, we're going to do a multiple choice game. Nathan says crank per cup prepped. I don't know if that's true, Nathan, but if that's what you think, here's where I need your help, everybody. Those of you who are on a Echo show, again, you can talk to your device. Y'all should know this by now. Go to backchannel.tv so you can chat. But we're going to play, y'all, everybody knows how to do multiple choice. So all you're going to have to do is put the letter. Are you ready? And I'm going to keep score today. I'm keeping score today. What is today's date? The 7th. All right. So this is for multiple choice. Okay. MC. Number 1. How fast can an ostrich run? How fast can an ostrich run? Ready? These are your choices. A, 25 kilometers per hour, which is 15 miles per hour for those of us who don't know kilometers, which would be me. B, 50 kilometers per hour, which is 30 miles per hour. C, 65 kilometers per hour, which is 40 miles per hour. Okay. How fast can an ostrich run? A, 25 kilometers per hour. B, 50 kilometers per hour. C, 65 kilometers per hour. Please put in your answers. What was that show? Guys, what was that game show where everybody had they had at their chair, they had like a pad. Oh, wasn't it like America's Best like home videos? Didn't they have like a little pad that they had at their chairs and they could D. You know what I mean? Like, and they would vote. Am I right? Am I wrong? Sheila says C. Stacy says C. Mindy says C. Pranav, good morning. Hello. Welcome from Maryland. I love it. Nathan says B. Okay, what am I going to guess? 15 miles per hour, 30 miles per hour, 40 miles per hour. That show is called America's Funniest Home Videos. Thank you, Stacy. You're a producer. Everybody has a job on this show. How's your paychecks coming? Exactly. Anna took away a choice. Oh, sorry, Anna. Okay, A or C. Okay, so you were right. Sheila was right. It was not B. Okay, 15 miles per hour or 40 miles per hour. How fast can an ostrich run? I'm going to go with C. Nathan was wrong. Let's see the answer. I'm ready. Peter, I guess you're not Tim. Morgan, anybody else? C. The ostrich can run faster than any other bird. It sometimes reaches speeds of up to 65 kilometers per hour, 40 miles per hour. That's insane. Here's my question. How long can it run that fast? You know what I mean? Like, can it just get to 40 miles per hour, or does it stay there? Because that's impressive. Sheila, also pause. Anna and I were talking. We want you to be able to fix your name on your device because it still says Shiva. I want it to change for you, friend. We have to figure that out. Sheila, I love the sound effects. Let me tell you something. My best friend, Katie, she told me two things about myself. One was, she goes, you absolutely think just in pictures, don't you? And I was like, I do think in pictures. Like, I had never thought of it. And I'm awarding points to everybody. And then she said, you also constantly sound like a cartoon. And I was like, that makes sense. Really, Sheila? It won't correct it? Okay. We're going to have to figure that out. Anna, could you maybe write an email to Volley and ask them, you know what I mean? How we can fix this? Pranav, you're back. Yeah, we will ask. Okay. We'll get on it. We know people. We don't really know anybody, but you know. Mindy says, I think my chickens could go 9 miles per hour. They're fast when they want to be. That's hilarious. And I love that you have chickens. Okay. Oh, okay. Listen, hold on. Anna has a thing. I'll go back to that, Anna. Okay. Well, no, I'll say it now. Anna says, okay, I'll say this while I'll do the question and then I'll read what Anna wrote me. Which state has recorded the fastest surface wind? Which state has recorded the fastest surface wind? A, Illinois, B, New Hampshire, C, Montana, D, Alaska. Which state has recorded the fastest surface wind? A, Illinois, B, New Hampshire, C, Montana, D, Alaska. Anna says that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire also had a keypad that you could type in things. And she went and looked up the Alton Brown, adding salt to your grounds. He says, for every cup of water you use to make your coffee, Brown suggests 2 tablespoons of ground coffee and a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, quote, to help take the bitterness out of your brew. Alton adds the salt right to his coffee grounds before he starts. That is fantastic. Aurora, good morning. Hi, welcome. Where is Geo? Oh, I want to know. You can go to backchannel.tv and chat with me, friend. Okay, so which state has recorded the fastest surface wind? A, Illinois, B, New Hampshire, C, Montana, D, Alaska. People are putting in their answers. Good morning, Keith. Hi, we're playing a game. You guys come join us. All right. Sheila says D, Alaska. Stacy says A, Illinois. Mindy says A, Illinois, because of the Windy City. I thought the same thing. I was thinking, oh, that one just disappeared. Nathan says 1 crank on the sea salt situation. That's what I think. Okay, we're left with B, New Hampshire, C, Montana, D, Alaska. Nathan says C, Montana. Okay, wait, I kind of want to go crazy and say New Hampshire, but I think Alaska. I really do. I really think Alaska. That was my first thought. And then I thought, wait, maybe the Windy City. So I'm going to go with my gut, Alaska. Any other guesses out there, guys? Which state has recorded fastest surface wind? Oh no, Alaska's gone. If this is New Hampshire, Tim is going to have to tell us about that. We're down to New Hampshire or Montana. So far, I think all of us have lost. Oh no, Nathan's still in the running. Nathan's still in the running. All right, let's see the answer, Anna. Oh, no flipping way. New Hampshire, everybody. Where is Tim? Tim, did you know this? In 1934, a 231 mile per hour wind was recorded on Mount Washington? Blowing my mind. Also, what is Mount Washington? Is that? I've never heard of Mount Washington. Wait, does New Hampshire have mountains? Stop it. We all missed that question. New Hampshire? My mind is blown. Sheila said that's a shocker. That's a shocker. Where's Tim? You guys. What? Wait, what is Mount Washington? Do they have mountains? Stop it. Okay, Anna, I'm ready. That blew my mind. Blew my mind. Which city was once known as Yedo? Which city was once known as Yedo? A, Toledo, B, Moscow, C, Tokyo. Anyone can play. Type in backchannel.tv. If you need a place to chat, if you got an Echo Show, you can this is what you can do. You go Echo, say A, Echo, say Moscow, Echo, say C, Tokyo, whatever. Your keyword is say. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitter, you can, type. Nathan said, were devices that accurate back then? All right, let's see. We're getting some answers. Sheila says A, Toledo. Stacy says C, Tokyo. Nathan says C, Tokyo. Mindy says A, Toledo. Fine. I'll go with Moscow. Which city was once known as Yedo? Toledo, Moscow, or Tokyo? Any other answers? Oh, Toledo's gone. Sheila, sorry. Mindy, sorry. We've got Tokyo and Moscow left. Stacy, Nathan, and I are all in the running. It's either Moscow or Tokyo. Da 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 da. Tokyo. Stacy and Nathan. Winner, chicken dinner. Why do people say that, by the way? Where in the world did that come from? That would be fun to know. Like the little things that we say, like, okay. Anyway, fascinating. Anna's going to look it up. I love that that's Anna. You know what? You would be like, you're going to like get a job in a library. They're gonna be like, what do you do? And then you're gonna be like, I'm an incredible researcher. I can find things in 3 seconds. So you guys, here on the show, we normally kick off. I can't believe the hour. We've already gone through an hour. I don't even know how we've done this. It's been so fun. I have so much fun with you guys every morning. You guys really get me in such a good space. I love you all so much. This is just the best. But we celebrate every day here because listen, live every day. We don't know when it's our last. We don't know anything. So we celebrate and we go to the national calendar, international calendar. I don't know. The universal calendar. Today is Orthodox Christmas. So merry, happy Christmas, Orthodox Christmas. I had no idea. That's super cool. Today is National Tempura Day. I love tempura and I'm vegetarian. So what are we talking about? We're talking about vegetables deep fried. It's a brilliant idea. The Japanese are brilliant. You take, like here, we stopped at onions here in America. We're like, we'll do onion rings. That's what we'll do. And that's what we do. But then they take sweet potato, they take eggplant, they take, oh my gosh, broccoli. Broccoli tempura is my absolute favorite, if you guys want to know. And it's National Bobblehead Day. Anna, can we get me on a bobblehead and that could be a prize? Could you imagine, you guys, if you had me as a bobblehead on your desk? Would that make you want to live every day? Probably not. But they do have those, by the way. Anna's going to get all excited. Yeah, professional Googler. Okay, you gave up eating out for January or you would get shrimp tempura? Yeah, no kidding. Broccoli, really, I love broccoli tempura. Friend, it's a game changer. And when I go to Melting Pot, which Peter still owes me Melting Pot, so my favorite is to do the batters and to dip the broccoli into the sesame batter. Stacy says, Liv, I know wait, Stacy knows how to correct your name on Backchannel. Stacy, are you serious? Tell me, friend, tell me how Sheila can correct her name on Backchannel. There was also a woman named Kristen and it came up as Kyle and I keep hoping she comes on the stream so I can say hi to her and tell her, I know that your name is Kristen and not Kyle. Okay, Anna has already found 6 bobblehead sites. So anyway, happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. We are now in the second hour. Keith, hi. Yes. Wait, are you Kristen? Keith? Is that you? Is it now saying instead of Kyle, you're I don't know what you're saying yes to, but hello. Hello, Keith. Good morning. Stacy, I can't wait to hear how we can help our friend Sheila change her name. Keith just keeps saying yes. I thank you for the positivity. Here's the thing, you guys. We're in the second hour of today, which is so great. On this show, we are here from 8 to 10 Eastern every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. On Tuesdays, I'm only here from 8 to 9 Eastern. So we're in the second half. Welcome. Good morning, East Coast. It is 9 a.m. where you guys are. Here in Texas and in the central part of the country, it is 8 o'clock. We're coming up to the 8 o'clock hour, which is very exciting. I can't wait to hear what you guys are doing this weekend. If anybody wants to chime in and let me know, I am going on a double date. I'm so excited. I am going on a double date with my husband and my best friend here in Houston. And we're going out tomorrow night. I can't wait. So that's my big plans. That's my big plans. I would love to know what your big plans are. Michael, hey friend, good morning. Okay, Stacy says in order for you to correct your name on the Echo device on Backchannel. Oh, okay, well, we're not there yet. She's still saying stuff. Okay, you say, Alexa, enable Backchannel. Okay, we're all learning how to change our name on Backchannel. Okay, and this will fix it, Stacy? Enable Backchannel, and then what? Oh, you know what? I wanted to ask everybody while this is happening, and we're going to go on to the next segment. I would love to know how you all found this show. I would love to know. Now, I know Mindy found it because she's known me since high school. I know Sheila found it because she's one of my dear friends too. But Tim and Stacy and Keith and Michael and Skill Killer the Rapper, I am determined to get you to talk to me one day. I want to know, how did you find Backchannel? How did you find Live Every Day? And she says, you have to disable Backchannel, Sheila. Okay. Mindy says, my son has a show in Deep Ellum Sunday. I love show weekends. Can I come for a weekend? I love Deep Ellum. I haven't been there since a long time. Can I come to a show with you? Doug is back. Yeah. And Doug, how did you find this? Okay. So let's go into the news, shall we? Because I've got a fun tangible for us today. Or I could do the tangible. How about I do that? You guys, I am doing dry January, which means you don't have any alcohol for the month. Sorry, I'm not by my mic. For the month of January. So let's see. I have a great. Okay, so Sheila, what Stacy is saying is that you have to disable Backchannel and then enable it again. Try that. See if that works. And Sheila says, thank you so much for your help, April. Are you guys, I want to know all the things. Okay. And then you open Backchannel. Okay. Maybe. Hello, Keith. Okay. Here we go. Okay. I know. I know. So here we go. Look at this. Ah! I bought a burner to have here in the studio. So I've got a little electric burner and I've got this glass. Can you guys see this at all? You kind of can see it. You guys, that's so cool. Hold on. This is so exciting. This is happening for the first time ever. Should I make it even higher? Let me do that. I love that you guys come on these adventures with me. Is this even better? Can you see this better? Should I make it higher or is that okay? So it's a little electric burner, okay? And I've got my cup here. I'm going to make a recipe from the 1960s. I made this last year on a podcast for friends of mine who live in Canada. It's a podcast called The Coaster. They're actually not doing podcasts right now. So everybody's gonna be like, should we go look them up? You can go look up. It's our friend Kobe. Hi, Kobe. Yay. That's so great. Welcome back, friend. Roll Tide. Good morning. And Stacey says, once you enable it, you say your name and the state that you're from. There you go. Let's all try. Okay. So, Mindy, send me the schedule for Deep Ellum. What am I doing? Yes. So what they were doing last year for Christmas on their podcast was they were so precious. They were like, let's do a retro Christmas. Let's make appetizers from the 50s and 60s. And we're going to do it on the air and we're going to do taste testing. And it was horrible. Like, it was like, mine was sliced pears with, what did I have to put in it? Like sour cream and cheddar cheese on top with a cherry. Like, it was weird. It was so, or no, it wasn't. You guys, sliced pears from a can, like canned pears, like like the half of the pear comes out of the can. Okay. Okay. Half pear slices. And then I had to add Miracle Whip to the pear, sprinkle cheddar cheese on top, and then put a maraschino cherry. That was the appetizer I got, whatever. And then I had to deep fry peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or something weird. And I had a drink to make. My drink to make was warm Dr. Pepper. So I'm going to get this heated. Okay. It should be banned. And it was so cute because he sent me like articles from like Good Housekeeping and like, all sorts of places that in the 60s, this is what they would have at Christmas parties. They made like a meat mold. It was disgusting. And we all tried it on the air. It was hilarious. But my drink changed my life. I continued to make it throughout the winter last year. I don't know why they were so weird in the 50s, Mindy. I'm with you. So yeah, mayonnaise does not belong up here. Miracle Whip doesn't belong anywhere, especially a pear. What are we doing? Although that would be kind of fun one day. Anna would totally do that. Anna would be like, here's some recipes, Liv. Make it in front of everybody. Is this getting hot? Yeah, it's getting hot. Stacy says the best way I found Backchannel is by listening to Everyday Positivity with Kate Cocker. Oh, nice. Oh, I love it. I get to meet Kate next week. I can't wait. Okay, so I'm nervous. This should be okay. So here's the deal. It's 2 ingredients. This drink is 2 ingredients. And I wanted to make it with you guys to give you something warm to have. It's getting cold everywhere. It smells electrical. I'm like, is this okay? I'm so nervous. Okay, I'm so nervous. Ooh, it's getting warm. It's 2 ingredients. You need Dr. Pepper and a lemon. That's it. Dr. Pepper and a lemon. And you think, why would this be a thing? But I'm telling you, as a catfish, and this is why that we're doing this on Catfish Friday, all those things we made from the 50s and 60s were absolute catfishes because they tasted disgusting. They were so gross. This was shocking. Is that steam? I am so scared. I don't want the glass to pop or break. Nathan, is this okay? I'm so nervous. You know what? Wait. He gave me a pot. That's going to make me less stressed. I'm nervous about the glass. You know what I mean? I haven't done this before. Dun, dun, dun. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. Liv, do not feel nervous. You'll do great with Kate, I promise. Oh, no, I'm not nervous to meet her. I can't wait to meet her. Yes, thank you, Anna. Hot Dr. Pepper. Oh, friend, can you zoom into that? I'm going to open up my Dr. Pepper. Now, I have to have Dr. Pepper Zero because I'm diabetic. That just went everywhere. I can't have the sugar from sodas, okay? I can't have it. But I could absolutely drink this today because remember, I'm fasting. Ooh. Are you listening to that? Okay, I want to read this. For something different, devilishly different for the holidays, try Dr. Pepper piping hot. Just heat the Dr. Pepper in a saucepan until it steams. Pour into a glass or cup over a slice of lemon and serve piping hot. And for those who want to try something special, try the Boomer. Ooh, hot Dr. Pepper with a dash of rum. Enjoy hot Dr. Pepper often. Wow, that's fascinating. So, did you guys hear that? If you're doing dry January, just heat the Dr. Pepper. I'm heating it in my saucepan. Isn't this so fun? I'm so excited. And I've got my lemon and I have my lemon squeezer. Okay, so Nathan got me my clear glass mug. I've got a couple of boxes. I don't know if this will be high enough for you guys to see. Is it getting there? Okay, we're trying this hot lemon Dr. Pepper. We'll get back to you. Here's my mug. That's kind of high, right? I love this mug. I just think it's so cute. Okay, so, ooh, look at the steam, you guys. It's getting kind of hot in here. Okay, so while my Dr. Pepper is heating up, I have a lemon squeezer because I am not good at squeezing lemon. I get it. I'm still going to get it everywhere. I'm going to squeeze it into my cup like they said. So you don't actually put the lemon in the Dr. Pepper when it's heating. Now, you guys know when you're squeezing lemon, right? To turn the gadget. Everybody knows this, right? To get, it's a workout. Da, 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 da. Now, sometimes I have, look at this. It fell. I was trying to be all cute, but I got a lemon slice in there as well. So I squeezed a lemon. Good morning, Royce. Hi. Good morning. Kobe, where do you not go? What does that mean? We don't go. Okay, so trying to see if Anna's talking to me at all. Anna. No? Okay. Oh. Tilt my laptop? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can tilt my do you want me to put the laptop on something higher? It smells very electrical. Oh, look how cool, Anna! Guys, look at that! When am I gonna meet, Kate? Anna, what day am I meeting Kate? We're gonna bring Kate on the show, you guys. Isn't that exciting? Kate will be on the show. Okay, let's see. I need to get a rain cover for your I don't even know what that is. 2 lives. I know this is way too many lives. Sometime next week. I don't think we've decided yet. I don't know, Kobe. I think it's like Wednesday. Rob had written us like what days he wants us to do it. What day is she on? She's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So it's gonna be a Tuesday or Thursday. I think that's when it's gonna happen, Kobe, is on Tuesdays and Thursdays because she's the show after me on Tuesday, Thursdays. I'm only an hour on Tuesday, Thursdays. So that's when we'll bring her on the show. Monday and Wednesdays, I'll be on the Haley Allison show and they'll hand off the show to me. And Tuesday, Thursdays, I hand off the show to Kate. Kate and Will. That's what we're doing. All right, guys. This seems like it's getting kind of heated. Okay. It's very easy. It's super fast. I'm just talking to you guys and being whatever. I don't have a funnel. We're going to see how this pours. I'm sure that's why Nathan gave me that. What if I should pour it into that and then pour it into my cup? What do we think? Any thoughts, anybody? How do I not get hot, hot Dr. Pepper all over me? Okay, here we go. I think it's steamy enough. Can you hear it? Hold on. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Let me see. I'm going to pour it into this first, Anna. My little electric burner. Anna wants me to make the brie bites with everybody. Ah, oh my gosh. Holy smokes. Now the glass can't crack, right? I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Okay. Move my burner over here. Get my cup. And I'm going to pour my hot Dr. Pepper over my lemon. I'm so excited. There you go. Hot Dr. Pepper from the 60s. Isn't that fun? With the lemon. Oh, you know what? It is best if you stir. It is best if you stir because you want that lemon. You want that lemon to get all into the hot Dr. Pepper. Okay. All right. Now, this is a fancy drink you can have, you guys. Here we go. Cheers. Oh my gosh. It is so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And I don't know what it is. I don't know. Okay, Anna, we don't need 12 of me, especially my double chin. Help a sister out. She's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It is so good. It's a flavor that is, you know how like you've always heard that that like Dr. Pepper has like what is it? Like 56 flavors or something psychotic. Like it's like whatever. This is what it is. And Stacey is it doesn't taste like lemon. That's what's so cool. Like it's not lemony. That's what's so weird about it. It reminds me of something, and I couldn't say it on the air when I was doing this for Canada. And I need y'all to taste this. I need y'all to make this, and you're gonna have to help me out. What is it? You know what I mean? Like it's fruity, but not like fruit. I'll never have a job with Food Network. They're like, could we film you tasting things and could you describe it? And I would be like, oh my gosh, it's so good. And then they'd be like, but could you describe it? And I'd be like, so it's fruity, but not. It's so good. Okay. Nathan said that he researched that glass thing that I have could go on this stove and that he would not put me in danger. Oh, I'm so glad you can hear it. Mindy said she could hear it on YouTube. Oh my gosh. I love it. Kobe, Paula Dean. Nathan says there's 23 flavors in Dr. Pepper. That's what it does. It just brings it out. All right. All right, guys. Now, here's the thing. That is a catfish. And Anna has a great article for us as I'm enjoying my hot Dr. Pepper. Do you remember hearing about millennials eating Tide Pods? You know, the little Tide Pods, little packets of detergent, right? And they look like candy, right? And they were saying, there were all these reports that millennials were eating Tide Pods. And the thing is, look at what I can do. I just thought of this. I can keep my Dr. Pepper. If Nathan says I'm safe, I'm going to keep this heated right here. This is going to be my new coffee. Okay, I am so obsessed. Anyway, there's an article. This goes with Catfish Friday. Millennials actually weren't eating Tide Pods. That's not true. And that's kind of crazy. So I want to read this because I just find that that's fascinating. Stacy, have a great, wonderful time at church. Bye, friend. Thanks for being here this morning. Here we go. Millennials weren't eating Tide Pods and 17 more misinformed things that aggravate millennials. Boomers, we would very much like to be excluded from this narrative. I am so here for this. As any millennial will tell you, we're often the butt of jokes or looked down upon for things like and do and prioritize in our life. Keep going. Okay, so keep going. We'll get to the meat of it. All right. Elder millennial. Okay, here we go. Really? Number 1, the use of the term millennial to refer to a general young person, because actually it is the name of a generation, but we actually misuse it. Like Anna, I don't think you're technically a millennial. You're a Gen Z. I'm a Gen X, and I'm in Mindy and I are in the cusp of in between two generations because of when we were born. So we're actually called Zennials because we can dip into millennial and dip into Gen X. But you, I think, Anna, would be someone who could be like an exennial. I don't know how to say it, but where you're like in between millennial and Gen Z. It's fascinating to me. Millennials has become a term for young person and ideals that a lot of people don't agree with. Okay, let's see. Oh, Anna says that the glass won't. Oh, interesting. The glass won't break, only if it had been cold. Huh. Oh, you are a millennial, but that's what I'm saying. You're on the cusp. If you're in that last year of a generation, you actually have feet in both. So they'll come up with a name. It's called a micro generation, and you can be in both because you'll be able to identify in both. Like I don't identify with a lot of Gen X and I don't identify with a lot of millennial, but then I can identify with both. Like there's a lot in both that I can. So it's an interesting place to be. For one, people are tired of things that they've quote unquote killed. Tastes change all the time. This is not new. I think they're talking about like the skinny jeans and the side part. That's hilarious. Wait, what? Oh, that's so funny. Like they don't like Applebee's. Okay, that's fine. I didn't know they had such a problem with Applebee's. Okay, as a younger millennial, I hate people bringing up that I eat Tide Pods. We were in college and working in the world by the time TikTok challenges were a thing. So maybe that's more of a Gen X kind of thing. That's interesting. We don't take our jobs seriously. I had to sit my peer, a 55 plus person, down and tell him that millennials, that to stop complaining, because when they were our age, as the quote, very qualified mission focused person he's been working with for the past, I'm not reading this correctly because I was trying to skip that bad word. That millennials he was bitching about were the same. Oh, I see. We're the same age as the very qualified mission that he's been working with for the past decade. And that's true. A lot of millennials get the bad rep of like not wanting to work or not being hard workers. And that isn't quite true. It's not fair to talk about people when they're 18. Who the heck at 18 wants to be a hard worker? None of us. Like, let's all remember what it was like to be 18. I'm really tired of hearing about us lying around, expecting handouts and not working, especially when it's a situation where the person is saying it into a room full of millennials who all have jobs. Every time I've heard someone say this statement, that's where it's been. That's hilarious. He goes, okay, so who's laying around doing nothing? What? Your neighbor's best friend's cousin who doesn't have a job and lies on the couch all day? Okay, but no one in this room. That's hilarious. It's true. Yeah, that guy. There's a picture of a guy, that guy. You must go to college and get a degree. You don't want to be flipping burgers and changing oil in some rich guy's car for the rest of your life. But their point is college incurs a lot of debt. And so people think millennials are irresponsible and that they're elitist liberal and they're elitist liberal educations. If they've been smart, they go to community college and transfer and go to trade school. They won't just take a job, pay the bills. They could flip burgers. Why should we pay for their mistakes? So it's true. Young people get a lot of flack. Go to college, don't go to college. We need people in trade schools. We don't need people in trade schools. All this kind of stuff. And it's not true. I want to hear what you guys think about this. What do you think about higher education? This isn't about whether you have a college degree or not. I don't think it matters. I think that I don't think college is for everybody. I really don't. I love college. I had a great experience in college, but I don't think it's everybody's jam. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I also don't think you have to have a college degree. Does it help in places? Sure. And I can't sit here and say that it doesn't. But anyway, I'd love to know what you guys think. I would love to know. You must first go to college. Okay, keep going, Anna. Okay, when millennials do things that Gen Xers and boomers did, but for some reason they get called out as the worst generation ever born. Like when millennials are taking cooking classes, sewing classes, basic auto repair classes, that our parents were too lazy to teach us, but no one talks about that. We're derided as being helpless and needing adulting classes. That's funny. I have to say, I've never taught my kid any of those things. And when you need to change YouTube to learn tasks, don't we all need YouTube? And that's true. I got to say, the generations above us, my father, taught me how to do auto care. I could change the spark plugs in my car. I could change my own oil. I can't do that now. First of all, cars are way too modernized for me at this point. When I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, those are the cars I could change and do and all that kind of stuff. Good morning, Dash. Hi. But nobody teaches kids that stuff anymore. I totally agree with that. And Tim, I agree with you. Older generations always seem to criticize younger ones. I'm with you. I feel like they're just acting like how you do when you're that age, when you're in your late teens, early 20s. I mean, what are we acting like? Nathan says, here's the deal. College has a place, but it's overused. I think that's true. Mindy says, not for everyone. I didn't use my degree for 15 years. Then it did come in handy when I was ready to change careers and go to grad school, but I lived a long time without needing that bachelor's. Listen, and my degree is in human development. Which I guess you can make an argument could we say that that's what I'm doing? It would have been great if I kept with my mass comm degree or if I had gotten, media. And the rising cost of higher ed is changing all the time. That's true, Mindy. Doug says, I agree with that. It's definitely not for everyone. I agree, Doug. Nathan says, also, every young generation is the worst to everyone. But it's also very sweeping and true of groups. There are some stereotypes, I agree. But I have to agree that with the article and the point of we've got to take ownership as the generation above the younger generation. We've got to take our ownership in the part of, did we teach them the skills that we're yelling at them about? You know what I mean? Did we teach them automotive skills? Did we teach them sewing? Have we taught them how to make sourdough starter? I mean, how funny was that? I would love Laura Ingalls to be alive and her just walk around going, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all really lost your minds over your sourdough starter in a pandemic? That's what you guys went crazy about? That would be called Tuesday for them. You know what I mean? They lived on a prairie. They had to make their own bread. And we're over here oh my gosh, I made bread. So I really feel like we also have to take ownership about what's bothering us with younger generations. Did we set them up for success? Nathan says, I know lazy individuals in every generation. Praise. Absolutely. 100%. Nathan says, I think that life is physically easier for every generation, but this guy sounds like how we feel also. No, and it's true. We aren't in fields, you guys. We aren't in covered wagons trying to find safety from the elements. Like, that's not what's happening. We have AC and we have plumbing. I mean, come on. We're all the worst. Okay, number 10, the whole just go get a better job put out for a promotion line of thought. A lot of the time, we just can't do that. One particularly annoying part is that it's because you're all sitting up at the top. In my profession, there's very little to no upward movement. That's an interesting point. Number 11, as an American, it's basically that we're inheriting a system that nobody trusts us to run. All the people who represent us are 2 or 3 times older than us. And the older generations are refusing or unable to retire, which is preventing us from actually entering the job market. That's interesting. That's interesting. But one day you're going to be in that place too. I don't know the answer. Number 12, when people who grew up in adulthood in the 2000s and 2010s ignore your economic career advice, it's not because we're snotty or ungrateful or don't value your opinion. It's because the economy is different than advice, which may have looked good in the 50s through the 80s. It's not likely to still be good. That's an interesting point. Nathan's a financial advisor. He could probably speak to that. He says about our parents, the hippie generation ruined Gen X and the boomers were ruined. That's true. I mean, the hippies were hard for our generation. I'm not going to lie about that. The greatest generation was above the hippies, right? Like my parents were hippies. Well, my father was. Um, and the greatest generation hated the hippies. They hated the kids that came out of the 60s and 70s. Baby boomers, because baby boomers' life was significantly easier physically, but experience social awareness was at a massive level. Very deep, Nathan. You're right. That's true. I mean, think about how much change between the greatest generation and the boomers. A lot. I mean, they're making a good point. Economically, things changed. Socially, things changed. Things change and alter, and it's not the way it used to be. Number 13, that people don't own a house because they're lazy. I've taken the time to explain to the loss of buying power, stagnant wages, automation, contract employees, lack of job security, cost of living in other areas play way more into it. I think that's also a really good point. Anna says that college educations are not for everyone. Chris and her husband and her don't have degrees. They're doing fantastic. And she says, my father uses YouTube all the time to learn stuff. I think that this goes into a lot of what we talk about on this show about black and white thinking. People want black and white thinking, like you don't do this because of this, you do this because of this. And you know what? That's just not true. That's just not life. Life is about a whole bunch of stuff that come together. And it's not just one thing like, oh, you don't want a house, AKA lazy. And it's like, that might not be exactly true. Is that true for some people? Sure. I'm sure there's people on the planet that don't have a house because they're lazy. Okay, fine. But does that then go to every single person in the world? No, it involves a lot of factors. Nathan's off to work, but this guy is biased like all of us. Of course he is. But this isn't just one guy, by the way, you guys. These are quotes from different millennials. Have a great work day, Nathan. Number 14, I can't afford to live on my own. I have a degree. I don't have kids. I don't have unnecessary extra expenses to cut out my life. I just can't afford to live on my own. That's just our economy right now. So they're saying, please stop shaming millennials for needing help to afford housing and food. 2 incomes are borderline necessary in this economy. So don't try to make me become a housewife. I can't afford to be a housewife. I can't afford children. I can't afford a home. Listen, it's personal. It's very personal. It's personal. And what the word now, what's interesting that this person keeps saying is the word afford. And afford means different things to different people. Um, Nathan says this guy is very wrong about economics, but this is not the forum for me to discuss. And again, Nathan, this is not just one guy, but I have to agree that's not quite fair because afford means a whole different gamut of things, and it depends on so many things. Where do you live, and what is it that you want to spend your life on? And it's a conversation about wants and needs, and a lot of us don't want to have that conversation. All right, Anna, what's number 15, friend? Oh my gosh, this drink. What does it remind me of? Number 15, I get extra salty about the boomers that are constantly on their phones playing Candy Crush or reposting misinformation on Facebook, but will be the first to say that we're addicted to tech. Oh, okay, sure. I believe it's just a shame talking because you can't make a pivot table and I can, Kevin. Okay, that's hilarious. I agree. I think I'm going to call us all out. We are all addicted to our phones and to technology and into getting lost down things. I agree. I think that's all of us. My parents too, and my parents are 100%. If you're looking at the photos, that is an accurate photo. I want you to pause, you guys. If you go out this weekend, if you go and eat, Nathan says different, yeah, but myopic and personal issues, which is extreme. Yes. Listen, everybody's going to come at the world with their own personal view and what their situations are, and there's a lot involved. But I want you guys to notice, and maybe you already have, but if you go out to a restaurant, even if it's outside on a patio, I don't know where you're at in the pandemic and your comfort level, where you live, there's again so many factors, you guys, your medical conditions. That's what's so difficult about watching everybody just divide on this whole pandemic situation. Everybody has stuff going on, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh my gosh. So anyway, notice how many people are on their phones when you're in a restaurant now, when you're eating out now. It is shocking. Parents who are on phones, kids who are on phones, grandparents who are on phones. Nobody's talking to anybody. People who are on dates, girlfriends who are out, not just taking selfies, which I don't care about that, but actually on their phones. In a waiting room, I really try now when I have a lot of doctor's appointments, I try not to be on my phone, not because I think there's anything wrong with it, but I'm like, what did we used to do? Like, we should talk to each other, or we should smile, or we should be in the moment. Okay, sorry. Number 16, I laugh when boomers call us snowflakes. They seem to be a bigger bunch of wimps. Anytime they get a taste of their own medicine, they act like it's an assault on their freedom. I have to disagree. I feel like that's across the board. I think that applies to all of us. You know what I mean? Like, it really does. 17, every time you bash millennials for taking participation ribbons, make sure who came up with that idea. Scroll, Anna. That's got a bad word. It wasn't us. Mindy, I routinely ask older clients to put their phones away for a 50-minute session. My 20-somethings, not so much. She says, I totally agree. I see more oblivious older folks who can't put their phones down. I actually have to agree with you. I am with you. That's really interesting that you have real world experience as a professional, because Mindy is a professional therapist, that is your experience. I totally believe that. I 100% believe that. Andrew, good morning. Welcome. Number 18, we get blamed for spring break COVID outbreaks. We aren't in college anymore. I'm going to disagree on that. I'm one of 58 cousins. I got to be honest. Anybody who was absolutely not in boomer, well, I'll call out my own generation. I would say, I don't know. I think everybody kind of stunk with all that. And I work with a lot of young people. They did not care. Like last year, all of them were together constantly all the time. And we, like their parents, and we would talk about it all the time, because they would just get together constantly, like in homes or whatever, when a lot of people weren't. I got to call y'all out. I don't think that's fair. I really don't. I mean, I saw a lot of people not care about the pandemic and do whatever they wanted to do, but especially people in their 20s, 30s, no, they were so not into it, because they were like, we're young. We're not going to get sick. Got to be honest. I just stop. Number 18. Okay. What else? Dun, dun, dun. Is that it? Oh, that was it. Okay. Tim, as I get older, my definition of kids does too. Now it's anyone under 30. I mean, here's the thing. I will pull out my degree. My human development degree. Adolescence begins at it can begin around age 9 to 11. Okay. The actual part of adolescence. Adolescence is not complete until 26 years old. Adolescence, because your frontal lobe has not completely developed until you're 26. When you say adolescent, you think of a 12-year-old, you think of a 15-year-old, you don't think of a 26-year-old. There's a reason why you can't rent a car when you're 22 years old. Like, that's fascinating. You're allowed to drink in this country. You're allowed to vote. You're allowed to do a lot of things, but you can't rent a car. You can't rent a car? Yeah, it's because you don't have frontal lobe development. Like, this is actual real stuff. Oh, hi, Andrew. So glad you are glad to be here, and I'm glad you're here. So yeah, you're not wrong to say like, I mean, I got married at 22. I was in college at 17. I was a kid. Like you are, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, fine. Okay, big deal. But we got to be honest about what this means and what, developmentally where people are. Oh, bye, Mindy. Bye, friend. Have a fantastic weekend. Mwah, lots of love to you. Thank you for being here this morning. So, I mean, there's some, you're not wrong, Tim, is what I'm saying. I think the 30s, it's interesting how each decade things change. I don't know how old you are, but each decade really does. It's kind of like how the shift of the year, like you're like, wow, there really was a difference between this year and this year. Like time is legit. Calendars are legit. And I think that there's truth with generations, like and truth with, like when things and your maturity and your life experience and things like that. It's nothing to be ashamed of. And that's the thing. We were all there. Like it's not like let's call out and be rude. Don't be a jerk about it. Not you, Tim. You're lovely. But I think that's the big key is like let people mature and grow into what they are. All right, let's do a game. Oh, I don't have that, Anna. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you wanted that for today. I can do to know you better. I've got that game right here. How about I do that? Is that okay? I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you meant today. You probably said that. I apologize, but I do have this one. So this will be fun. This will be a fun game. Okay. Anna's like, what? You're the worst. All right, here we go. This is going to be get to know you better, you guys. Okay. Everyone who's here. Patty, good morning. Nathan, Andrew, Tim, Patty, Stacy. Well, Stacy might be gone, but that's okay. Keith, Sheila, Doug. Did I already say Andrew? Maybe I did. Skill Killer the Rapper. I know that Mindy is gone. Okay, great. Sorry, Anna. She's like, what? Wait, I didn't read last night. I'm sorry. I usually read the run of show before, but I was really tired last night. I apologize. So here's a question. This is going to be a get to know you game. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Get to know you better Friday. I just made that up. Here we go. Here's the question. The jocks, the intellects, the rebels, the popular kids, when you were in high school, what group did you hang out with? Automatically, I thought of the Breakfast Club. Automatically. I legit thought of, do you guys know the Breakfast Club? Everybody knows the Breakfast Club, right? I mean, come on. We're all there, right? So if you've got a device that you're listening to, or you're on the app, if you're listening to a T-Rexa device, an Echo Dot, you need to go to backchannel.tv and type in jocks, intellects, rebels, or popular kids. Who did you hang out with or whatever else? I mean, the cardinal list, like so many, I mean, whatever. But yeah, where did you fall in high school? Where was your group? If you have an Echo Show, you can talk to your device. Your magic word is say, Echo say, and then you say your answer. And if you're on YouTube or Twitter, there's a chat feature for you. So you can do that there. Anna said, I was in the nerds because I was in marching band. That wasn't even listed, Anna. I was not a jock, not an intellect, not a rebel. I was a goody two shoes. You know what I mean? I was a teacher's pet. Like I was really tight with all the teachers to the point where like I would hang out with them publicly, which you can't do that now. And I wasn't popular. I mean, I think I was well known because I was a funny fat girl. That's what I was in high school. I was a funny chubby girl. That's the truth. Well, Mindy went to high school with me, but now Mindy's gone. Mindy was popular, I think. I thought Mindy was popular. I don't know. Anyway, so if anybody has anything that they were in high school, did I hang with anybody? Here's what's interesting. Senior year in high school, this is true. I sat with the entire varsity football team. I was the only girl. It was like a teen movie. It was Liv and then all the varsity football players. That's who I ate lunch with. Which I think just because I made them laugh. And it wasn't threatening. I wasn't threatening to their girlfriends because I was the chubby fat girl. Y'all remember I weighed probably in high school, um, probably in the 280s. I was pushing 300 pounds. I mean, I got up to 450 pounds in adulthood, in my early adulthood, in my 20s. By 25, I was in the 450s. So yeah, I was probably, I don't think I was 300 in high school, but I might have been. I was in the high 280s, 290s. So nobody cared. Like they were like, yeah, Liv can sit with our boyfriends. Who cares? Like, you know what I mean? So that's what I was. So yeah, I'm an extrovert too, Andrew. So I was friends with everybody. I wasn't threatening. Being the I was a funny fat girl. Like go watch films. That's what I was. So everybody was nice to me. They thought I was funny. I'm witty. I wasn't a threat to guys. I wasn't a threat to girls because they were always prettier than I was. You know what I mean? Same now. But anyway, so yeah, I could hang out with anybody, but it wasn't because I was popular. You know what I mean? Tim says I was a geek. Oh, Tim, I would have loved you. I love you now. Andrew, I was friends with nearly everyone in high school. I'm an extrovert. Andrew, did we go to the same high school? We could have totally hung out. You probably like just graduated. But yeah. I loved high school, by the way. High school was like my fave. All right, next question. Oh, we already did these. Ooh, I like this one. What special recognition from a pat on the back, a high five, a trophy that like what has really meant something to you? Like an award. This makes me think of a Christmas story. It's a special award, right? Isn't that what he says? I feel like I'm slouching again today. It's a special award. The quote on this card is, I don't deserve this award, but I have arthritis and I don't deserve that either. That's from Jack Benny. That's funny. Oh, I just spit everywhere. Sorry, buddy. It's a Dr. Pepper. What special recognition from a pat on the back to a trophy to any type of work? You could have gotten best speller in 5th grade. You know what I mean? Or you could have won a swimming contest when you were like in 2nd grade. Or your dad could have said, I'm proud of you. Or you could have won something at work. Or you could have been the best barista at Starbucks. I don't care. What's a great, just think back to a moment in your life where you're like, you know what, that felt really good. I won that art contest, or you know what I mean? Like I got recognized. We don't often talk about our wins. I want to hear a win. Tell me a win in your life, you guys. When did you get recognized for something? Doug says, I was just the type that went and did my work and kind of talked to whoever that was. Yeah, I understand that, Doug. Like whoever you were with, you were like, I can hang out with that kid. I can do that. What is a cool... Anna says 2 things. One, she won a coloring contest at Graders in grade school. So Graders is the ice cream place in Ohio that is life-changing. It is so good. And they had a coloring contest and Anna won for the local like Graders when she was in grade school. That's adorable. And then she said, Melissa cupcakes from Liv. That is how I award things to Anna. I sent her cupcakes from New York. I'm so extra. What is the best award I ever got? I haven't won a lot of awards. Oh, I did tell y'all when I got Mardi Gras Queen kindergarten. I'll try to think of something else. Hold on. This is interesting. I was in an MLM, you know, a multi-level marketing thing. It was called Mary and Martha. It's actually, I still really love the company. It's owned by Hallmark eventually. I mean, pretty much because Hallmark owns Dayspring. Dayspring is Hallmark's Christian line. Dayspring puts out a lot of products and they run Mary and Martha, which is a multi-level marketing company. And in 5 months when I joined, I was number 3 in the nation as like a producer. I did really well. Like when I left, which I only did it for 5 months, I was making like $6,000 a month selling Mary and Martha products. They were like, please don't go anywhere. And I was like, I don't want to do this. Anyway, okay. If you have any awards, I want to hear what they are. Let's see. What's another really good one? We'll do one more. This is an interesting one. This would be easy and not as personal. Maybe those were too personal for everybody. And I apologize if it was too much. Is there a relative in your family who you just really like. I like that. Who is someone in your family? Like, think it could be in your immediate. Okay, if you have a spouse, I don't obviously you like your spouse. Well, not obviously, not spouse. Let's think of extended family. You know what I mean? Like, is there just a relative that you're like, I love Uncle George? You know what I mean? Like, I just love do cousin Bill. Is there a relative in your family that you just absolutely dig? I would love to know. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm from a huge family, huge family. I'm one of 58 first cousins. There's 98 great grandkids, and only 26 of us are married out of the 58. I love my grandmother. She's 97. She's so great. She's so rad. I love her. I would say her. I really would. I would have to say my grandmother. She is probably my favorite relative. That's probably true. Yeah. Anna says my grandmother, she's basically Betty White. I love her. Oh, I love that. And she said, I have a super cool aunt and uncle that live in Colorado. They're the best. I love that. I've got a lot of cousins that I really, really love. Some of my cousins are just extraordinary people. Like they're just phenomenal. And I gotta say that I do love them. So that was kind of fun. I don't know, get to know you better, which is kind of nice. I love getting to know y'all and kind of digging into your lives of what you guys are doing. All right, you guys, let's go to a closing article for today. Let's end this Friday with a little bit of a story. Catfish by friends, a guy's chance of a lifetime. Food Network meet competitors. Wait, what does this mean, Anna? I am so intrigued. So intrigued. I want to know. Also, we should go to Colorado together. Let's just be travel buddies. Can we just do that? Okay, let's see. I'm ready. I'm ready for this article. I'm so pumped. I think this Dr. Pepper's giving me life. I really think it's giving me like really good energy. Okay, guys, chance of a lifetime. Meet the competitors. One of my friends is on this. Anna, one of my friends is on Guys, Chance of a Lifetime. I am freaking out. Are you serious right now? You didn't even know that, did you? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Wait, I want to pull up her thing. Chelsea is her name. I was going to see what her name is. Cooking for Stew on Instagram. Yep, Chelsea Lyra. Okay, let's go. I'm going to read it. I'm so excited, but she's on Guys, Chance of a Lifetime. That is so nuts. Are you surprised, Anna? Your friend who was on the show? Yeah, that's why I brought it up. Oh, she's like, I'm not a moron. I already know this, Liv. I'm an idiot. Yeah, Chelsea's a chef here in Houston, and I met her at a private dinner party. She was the chef hired to be the person. And actually, she's kind of changed my life in a lot of ways. She introduced me to some other people here in Houston, and it's been really fun. It's like this whole little cooking community. All right, let's see. Let's get into this. I'm excited. I haven't gotten to watch it yet. All right. Okay, Kevin Cooper is from Philadelphia. Fantastic. Oh my gosh. He was homeless for a time. When he was 8 years old, he knew that he had more inside of him. Oh my gosh, I love it. He joined the army. And okay, so serving in the armed forces is what got him into tasting food from all over the world, which made him want to pursue a cooking career. I love it. Okay, keep going, Anna. This is great. What a great way to end the show. I saw your Facebook post. We should have her on the show. I would love to have Chelsea on It's Not That Late. I would also love to have the dumpling dudes. Find them on my Instagram. And I would love for them to come and cook with me. Chase Davis is out of Atlanta. When he was 9, he and his friends would wake up after sleepovers and challenge each other to see who can make the best breakfast. I actually have a friend that I met on an airplane. He's a pilot for United. He's adorable. I'd love to marry him off to a great friend of mine if I could find someone. His name is Marcus. He is actually from Sweden, and we became friends on a plane. We were sitting next to each other, but he's an actual pilot for United, but he was going in between flights. And Marcus and his friends, that's what they do, is that they get together and they cook extraordinary meals for each other, and they have contests, him and his guy friends. And I thought that was fascinating. They go shopping together at like the local, whatever, Swedish like markets, and then they cook. All right. What else? Who else? I love that. Oh, he has a best food truck. Oh, is this someone else? Oh no, this is the same. Yeah, this is the same guy. Clayton Flippin. Oh, Caton Flippin. Good morning, Thomas. Hello. Caton is from Paris, Texas. Let's see. He's a small town boy from Texas, but he was always drawn to the restaurant industry. He started out waiting tables, and then he's worked his way up. I love that. Okay, so he dreams of a Chicken Guy franchise. I love that. Okay. Ebony Henry, she's from Dallas. Wow, there's a lot of Texas people because my friend Chelsea is here in Houston. She's gorgeous. Her makeup is on point, and her nickname is the Twerking Chef. Oh, she seems fun, like so fun. Native of Southside Chicago. She had a rough childhood. Parts of her life were homeless, but she got into the industry. She is the female guy dipped in black chocolate. That's what she says. Oh my gosh. I am a fan. She sounds fantastic. Oh, beautiful smile. Yay! There's my friend Chelsea Sargent Lyra. I just got goosebumps. She's from Houston. Her father was a petroleum engineer. She grew up all over the world, including Dubai and Scotland. That exposed her to an early age to global cuisines and laid the groundwork for her passion of cooking. She went on to work in restaurants and other facilities before launching Houston Grazing Tables. I've had her do it for me. She's amazing. I did this later after I met her as a private chef. Her customized catering company, everything was going as planned until the pandemic, and suddenly all of Chelsea's orders were canceled. She had to refund over 10,000 clients. I was not one of those. It was devastating, and she never wants to be there again. She's been inspired by Guy and how he swooped in to help the industry during a really trying time. Her dream of owning a Chicken Guy franchise not only is because she knows she can make it successful. Oh, this is to have a Chicken Guy franchise. I'm sorry. I understand the point of the show now. But to help others during tough times. She does have a really big heart. Having struggled with body positivity, anxiety, and depression, Chelsea has worked hard to love herself, and cooking was instrumental in getting her to that point. With her big personality and years of restaurant and cooking experience, she's ready to spread positivity around Chicken Guy. I love it. Here's the thing with Chelsea. I had her cook our Christmas dinner in the pandemic in 2020. She did. She cooked it. Okay, Philip Tomaso, Rochester, New York. I'm not going to read everybody's. I just read hers. But let's see. Philip now does all he can to ensure success for himself and his family, including working two demanding jobs. One is a 911 dispatcher, and one is the co-owner of Something Delicious Bake Shop. Wow. So he's working like 20-hour days, you guys. That is crazy. So, and with the pandemic, he was flooded with both. So he wants to have a Chicken Guy franchise. It would be a turning point. It would get him on the ground floor. Huge opportunity to run it. Oh, see, this is where I would stink. I would want all of them to, of course I want Chelsea to win, but I want all of them to win. Is she still in the running? I need to find it so I can watch it. Douglas Walls, Black Mountain, North Carolina. He went from serving 100,000 people a year to serving 0 because of the pandemic. Oh my gosh. He's a type A alpha, and being in the kitchen with him is intense. He brings energy, like Guy brings energy to everything he does. Okay. And he really likes hard work. And this would make his dream of owning a restaurant come true. You guys, you got to check out this show. I don't know if that's everybody, but we're going to have to pause because it's already time to go. I'm so sad. For those of you that are still here, thank you. Thank you for spending your Friday with me. I'll be back Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern, we'll have Make It Work Monday. I can't wait to see you guys and hear about your weekends. Please go to backchannel.tv and leave a review of this show. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget, wait, let me get my mug, to live every day. Bye, you guys. See you Monday. Bye. Have a great weekend, Tim. Thanks. Bye.